Hey guys, this is Anarchist coming to you from the dark side of the moon here on our newest addition to the Wham Radio Network. This is An After Hours, a collection of my personal thoughts on current world and local events. I want to thank all my listeners for your support, and if you want to continue to see us on YouTube, please like, share, and leave your comments for the Google Opinion Tyrants to read in the comments section below. Our tonight's episode of An After Hours is brought to you by the American People's Party, dedicated to meeting the needs of the American people, and top of the line field correspondent program, making a difference one story at a time. Good evening, guys. So I'm redoing this video because they actually took my original video down about interactive news reality and how it's dangerous to our freedom. I guess I hit some really hot words, and I'm going to have to change what I'm saying so that way I can be able to keep my content on this platform and I can continue to report on very important things. I also want to give a disclaimer. I do use satire as a form of reporting. Again, nothing you see on a screen is real. This is for entertainment and education purposes only. Whatever you take from here, do not take with a grain of salt. Do your own due diligence and your own research. And, of course, leave your opinions and comments down below. So I want to make another announcement. I do have a Patreon page started up. So I do need support. Of course, I do need software for my laptop so I could bring you guys better content. And I also do need like a couple of technological things like a better microphone and stuff like that so that I can actually bring guests onto the show. So if you could just find my Patreon page, you can subscribe for $3 a month. You guys will have the community chat area so you guys could speak with each other. And also I will have different membership tiers for people who donate even more. Also, I did start a Twitter page. So, you guys could check me out over on Twitter. I'm not too privy on how to use Twitter at all. I have a friend who's actually teaching me how to do it. So just give me 1 second. I just want to show you guys my Twitter page. Let me bring it up here. Sorry about that. I am still learning the software, so sorry about that. So yeah, here's my Twitter page. It'll be at LoveAnArchist. Just follow me. I do like and follow a lot of other voluntarists and anarchists like myself. So you could go on there. I also share a lot of my favorite videos from YouTube as well. I have a great playlist, by the way. If you go on my YouTube channel, you can look at all the different videos on my playlist and liked videos and stuff because I do happen to find really, really interesting stuff online. So let's just move on to the actual topic of the show and why my original video was taken down, which, I am a little upset over it, but then it just means that I hit a couple of strings with some people. So let me bring you to this website, which I will get into. So again, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only, and educational purposes. So do not take what I'm saying seriously. Again, I use satire. So again, just let you know, I have to change what I say. So I can no longer say COVID-19 anymore. So I'm going to have to call it CVRTV, the CV, obviously, reality TV show. So it is a reality TV show, guys, and I'm going to explain to you why this is so. And if you refer to the episode that I had just uploaded with my partner Marlboro Man, we go over how they have directors and writers and storyboard tellers and stuff like that into coming into making these pandemics. So I'm going to bring you to the script, and we'll look at this. This is on congress.gov. This is the Congress website. You could go there yourself and look it up. You could type in CARES Act. I can't say certain things out loud, guys, because they are hot words. They trigger the algorithms. They will remove my videos. And I just don't want to deal with going through all of that. So here is the act right here. And it was actually introduced to Congress back in January 24th of 2019. It was introduced to Congress by Representative Joe Courtney. Okay, it sounds like a nobody. Somebody voted this guy into office. Now, originally, when this was introduced to Congress, okay, back in January of 2019, it says, this bill repeals the excise tax on employer-sponsored health care coverage for which there is an excess benefit high-cost plans. The repeal applies to taxable years beginning after December 31st, 2019. Now, what does that mean? So let's look up the excise tax really quick. Excise taxes are internal taxes that are levied on the sale of specific goods and services such as alcohol, fuel, and tobacco. An excise tax is an indirect tax that is not paid by the customers directly. Instead, the excise tax is imposed on the supplier or the producer, who then includes it in the product price. So let's go back. Originally, the CARES Act was originally supposed to repeal the excise tax on employer-sponsored health care coverage. An excise tax is an internal tax that's levied on specific goods and services, which is an indirect tax that is not paid by the customers directly, which means that this bill, the original bill, before it was turned into the one that we have today, was originally meant to repeal the imposed tax on employer-sponsored health coverage, the services which there is an excess benefit or higher cost plans. So basically, what they're trying, what this was originally for, was to get rid of employers being able to impose on the healthcare tax the extra cost that it took for the employer to pay for the healthcare costs. So if your job offers you healthcare and they tell you you have to pay out of your check every so often, you know, however way they deduct it out of your check, they not only include the price of your insurance, but the price that your employer has to pay in the premium cost. So originally, it was supposed to repeal excise tax on healthcare coverage. That was what the original CARES Act was for. Now, let's look at when it was introduced to the House, January 24, 2019. Now, let's look at what it turned into public law, when it became public law. When the script was finally finalized, it was signed by the lead actor, Donald J. Trump. So now, whoa, this thing's changed in a year. Okay, look at all this that they added down here. Oh my goodness. All of a sudden, it was originally meant to get rid of the excise tax, but now it turned into this. This bill responds to the cerveza bug outbreak and its impact on the economy, public health, state and local governments, individuals, and businesses. Whoa. Let's do this again. So we go from public law back to introduced in House. Again, when it was introduced to the House and to the representatives, it said that this bill repeals the excise tax on employer-sponsored health care coverage. And when it became law, so when they finally finished the entire script, because apparently it took an entire year for this script to be written, okay? There's no way that you could write a piece of legislation as big as the CARES Act in less than a week that when this was declared a national crisis, guys. There's no way that this big piece of legislation that includes all these sections and titles and sections and titles and all these little subsections and stuff, there's no way this was written in a week with Trump and his cronies sitting in Congress, okay, or in the White House together, doing any of this. This did not happen this way. What happened was, a year ago, they decided to take an old bill that was supposed to remove a tax, a simple tax off of insurance, and they turned it into this ginormous $6.2 trillion Zionist printed, the debt and inflation costing deficit to our economy. They literally shut down the entire country, guys, for a reality TV show. Here's the script. Here is the script in all its glory, guys. They wrote it over a year ago. He is acting it out. When you are looking at Trump and he's acting like, oh no, I didn't know that there was going to be a pandemic this big. But we know that they planned for this extensively, guys. We know that they planned for the collapse of the American dollar. We know that they've been planning to move to digital currency and get rid of all of our current private transactions. That's what they want to get rid of. You got this coin shortage, quote unquote, going around. I mean, I was just at Popeyes today, and they had a sign on their register saying, "Oh, you can't, if you don't have exact change, we may not possibly be able to give you exact change. So please use exact change or your debit or credit card, please." They're literally lying to us, telling us, "Oh, there's a coin shortage." So right now they're just trying to get rid of the coin so they can move into removing cash and get us all to slowly hop onto the digital currency. So this is just to further my point on this is a reality TV show. Of course, the script, the script that was written over a year ago, back in January 2019. The location of this story is, of course, the United States or any Zionist-owned banking cartel country. The leading role is played by Donald J. Trump. And let's look this up. He was actually on The Apprentice, okay? And this TV program literally gave him the training that he needed to become president. I mean, if he really was the real president of America, guys, we would be in big trouble. Because this is a reality TV show. He is not the president of the United States of America. He is just a puppet. He's a reality TV star on TV. Every time you've seen this man, it's always been on TV. So don't listen to anything that anybody tells you. Oh, you got to vote for Trump. You got to vote for Biden. It doesn't matter, who you vote for, because this isn't, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And we're going to ask the audience, and they're going to push A, B, C, or D. At the end of the day, those answers, you can still vote for B and get 90% of the audience approval, and B could still be the wrong answer. So let's look back really quick right here. So this is The Apprentice, starring Donald Trump. He presented it, and he starred in it. And I'm pretty sure he was also a producer, and Arnold Schwarzenegger actually helped him on this one. His production location was his own Trump Tower, Trump Productions. Jesus. He's got this whole thing. Now, this show ran for 15 whole seasons. Okay, guys? He's had 15 seasons worth of experience to make this country into a reality TV show. Okay, so in the daytime, everybody is watching CVRTV. And at night, we're all watching, I guess I'm going to call it like an offshoot of The Apprentice, but he's on the POTUS show now. And so now these two shows are competing during the day. Like I said, you have the POTUS show, or sorry, at night you have the POTUS show, and then during the day you have the CVRTV reality show. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to hear a couple of words from our sponsors, and then we will get back to the second half of the show.
Marlboro Man here, reminding you that Jaci's Resale Shop in Berwyn has all your home goods under one roof. Everything you need at the best possible value. Your dollar will go farther than it's ever gone before. Come on down and grab some furniture, books, electronics, kitchenware, and much, much more. You can even get a brand new outfit complete with shoes and accessories for under $10. Can you believe that? Check out Jaci's Resale Shop, located at 6615 Cermak Road in beautiful downtown Berwyn, Illinois, on Cermak Road and East Avenue. Or call 708-689-7172, or check out our Facebook page in the description below. Remember, folks, if you can't find it anywhere else, then you can always find it at Jaci's.
Hey guys, this is Anarchist coming to you from the dark side of the moon, and I just want to tell you about my friend Mo over at Berwyn Tobacco and Vapes. He has extensive collection of smoking and vaping products. Pipes, bongs, hookahs, cigarettes, tobacco accessories are just more than a few things Mo has to offer. He has product knowledge and excellent customer service that is beyond anything a smoke shop can offer. Whether it's taking a drag on a stound or replacing a slider on a bong, Berwyn Tobacco and Vapes has it all. Located at 2825 Harlem Avenue in Berwyn, Illinois, or call 708-637-4245.
Got a clog you can't unplug or a leaky sink? Call Sullivan's Plumbing and Heating. They'll work around the clock to meet all your plumbing and heating needs. Located in beautiful Berwyn, Illinois, Sullivan's Plumbing and Heating are open 24/7, just in case you have any late night surprises or emergencies like a basement filled to the knee with dookie water. Oh my God, no. But Sullivan's Plumbing and Heating will be there day or night to the rescue just to keep you clean and sanitary and right. Call Sullivan's Plumbing and Heating. If you need them, call them tonight. 708-795-0700. No job too big, no job too small. Sullivan's Plumbing and Heating does it all. 708-795-0700.
Okay guys, welcome back to the show. So I was just talking about how Donald Trump, he's a reality TV star. He starred in The Apprentice, which ran for 15 seasons, which is basically a show about people trying to make it in the business world, and he's like the head honcho and decides who's going to go forward, who's not going to go forward. Basically the same thing as what's going on in the POTUS show. He's the main character, and he's trying to decide who goes, who stays. That's why he fires half of his, administration, and he rehires these other people, and that's what it is. It's all it is a dog and pony show. So, right now, the two reality shows, they are competing against each other for views, for ratings. And that's why they paid us $600 a week to stay home and watch TV. All these shows are backed by all the major networks, so ABC, NBC, Fox, you name it. They're all backed by these shows. That's why they're playing them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Nobody knew that this was coming. As in, nobody knew, us regular folk. We didn't, us regular people, we didn't see this coming at all. We just thought, pay our taxes, we go along with everything, and it won't hurt so bad. But look at what compliance has gotten us. It's gotten us the worst TV show in all of history. We literally have to be paid to sit down and watch TV all day. They made us quit our jobs. They shut down the country. They shut down schools. They closed the churches. They got rid of every form of public assembly possible to infringe on our rights, guys. They're going around telling us, you can't hang out with this person. You can't meet up over here. You can't have this birthday party. Sometime during the summer here in Chicago on the south side, a 1-year-old was having a birthday party, And her party was raided by 30 police officers because her family was over bringing her birthday presents. And the way how they aired it on the news, especially here in Chicago, and I live in liberal freaking Chicago, they basically played it off like it was a party of young hoodlums. They didn't say, child's birthday party raided by 30 officers. No, they say party raided, and they make it sound like it was teenagers. People who had nothing else better to do but to throw a party. No, it was adults throwing a children's party, and they were raided by 30 cops, told that they had to social distance, and they could not gather in a large gathering like that. It's despicable how everyone is acting right now. Like, this interactive news reality TV show is so dangerous to our freedom, guys. It's dangerous to the point where we can't speak out against anything or even in opposition to what the mainstream narrative is saying, because you will have a mob of angry people, especially the maskers, who will come after you and say, "What? You don't care?" And then you'll have the other people, and it doesn't matter what team you're on. Like, I'm non-bipartisan. I don't believe in the justice system or in the political system whatsoever. I think that it's all a sham, and a classic divide and conquer tactic. And in my honest opinion, it's satanic, Saturnian worshiping. And I will not worship at the altar of the state. They will not have me pay tribute unto them. They will have my teeth and nails and whatever I have available, guys. They are infringing on our Second Amendment rights. Trump signed one of the biggest red flag gun laws there are in this country. So you got the MAGA hatter sitting there, "Ooh, Trump loves guns." No, he doesn't. He doesn't even carry a gun. Why would you want to vote for somebody who doesn't even carry a gun themselves? He has to hire guns. And it's okay to get rid of other people's guns, but it's okay to have the guns in the hands of a few. So I don't totally agree with any of that, because I am not a Trump supporter, and I am definitely not a Biden supporter, and I will not support any politician. I will not endorse any politician. I might mention names of politicians, but I do not fully endorse or support them. I have a couple of images here that would illustrate, things that I talk about, like this one, because I actually love this game. It's from Mortal Kombat, and there's a scene where Raiden looks at, I think it was Liu Kang, and he's like, "I don't need trust. I demand obedience." Well, that's every government ever, guys. They don't need us to trust them. They just demand our blind obedience. The more you submit to the state, the more you kowtow to the different levels of government there is, the more freedom you give away of yourself, and the more self-responsibility you'll have. Eventually, what we want to get to, guys, is the ideology of self-ownership. We should own ourselves. If you stand for government, then you stand for slavery. Government is slavery. So if you're a Biden voter, you endorse slavery. And if you're a Trump voter, you endorse slavery too. So with this whole pandemic, this image right here perfectly illustrates the way how we are right now. This is actually from The Simpsons Treehouse of Terror. This is actually the one episode of the War of the Worlds reading from Orson Welles. And in here, they believe the alien invasion's going on, and they all believe that if they were outside acting like animals, that the aliens would just fly over them and think that there was no form of intelligent life there. And then it turns out that the alien invasion was real, and Orson Welles was trying to tell them that the invasion is real and that we have to call for help. and they're all outside like animals, uh, squeaking and oinking and barking. And this is us with this pandemic. This is us. This is when you are complying for the masks. You are a pig, a naked person sitting in mud, oinking and squeaking. Okay, that is you. And let me clarify my opinion, because I don't want people to be confused. I don't care if you wear a mask. Okay, if you want to wear a mask, more power to you. But the minute you step outside of your body and you tell me what to do with my body, or I see you telling somebody else to do something with their body, no. How dare you? If you want to wear a mask, you wear one. For your security, and you need your security blanket, guys. You want to cry in your little poo-poo security blanket and cover your face because you're scared of the dark and you want to wear a mask? Go ahead. I don't care. Because it's not my body. I could care less what you're doing with your body. Sorry, I forgot to transition the scene. Now I'm going into a tangent. But yeah, sorry. There's the scene, guys. The Simpsons character sitting in mud. And this is all of us. Again, wearing the mask. You're wearing the mask. You're sitting in mud. And you're doing absolutely nothing with it. Absolutely what the government wants us to do. And this is how we're acting. This is what we look like when we're going to Walmart and we're fighting with each other for the shopping carts, to clean the freaking shopping carts and to get the hell away from each other. Like, since when did going to the store and grabbing a shopping cart became like war? And people used to be nice. People used to be really nice in my neighborhood. And now they treat us like crap. They treat us like everyone's got the disease and everybody's infected, and stay away from this and run away from that. Like, this is exactly what we look like, guys. Adults playing in mud, barking and acting like animals, in a mass hysteria on top of that nonetheless. And I just want to show you guys the first image. Again, this was the scene. Raiden tells Liu Kang, I don't need trust, I demand obedience. And just pardon me, I'm still learning the software, and I'm trying my best to bring some content to you guys. So, please be patient with me. So yeah, I don't need trust, I demand obedience. Every government ever. Yes, that's exactly what every government wants. They want you to obey them. They don't care if you trust them. Go to anybody on the street, guys. Go to anybody on the street and ask them, who do you want? Ask them in exactly in this order. You have to ask them exactly in this order so you know exactly how the turnout's going to be. The first question should always be, do you trust the government? Everyone, 9 times out of 10, is going to answer, no, I don't trust the government. Then you ask, do we need gun control? And they'll say, oh yeah, we need gun control. We need lots of gun control. Everybody has to have gun control. Every state, every country needs more gun control. Okay, so in that case, in terms of gun control, who is going to enforce the gun control laws? It would be the government. So then you trust the government? No, I don't trust the government, but you trust the government enough to manage guns. You see how that thinking like cycles itself, because it's going against the norm. It's going against what they've already been installed to believe in. They'll sit there and tell you, oh, they don't trust the government, but at the same time, they want government to regulate everything. Now, another image that I want everybody to take a look at, which is no different than this first image of the War of the Worlds. Now, this is the actual news article. Radio fake scares nation. Look, guys, if it works, don't fix it. Why do we need to fix it if it's working? And it is working. Everybody's buying the reality TV show right now. Everybody's going out and getting merchandise. Every store, every house has a mask in it, and everyone's gonna wear a mask to look like their favorite patient and their favorite doctor because it's all merchandise. It's a reality TV show. There is nobody outside dying in the streets from cerveza bug. Nobody is out there dying at all. They're making it sound like it's the black frickin' plague when it's not. What a 0.01% death rate, guys. What is there really to be afraid of? I understand that everybody is afraid of losing their grandmother or grandfather or some other person close to them, but at the same time, I highly doubt that your grandmother or grandfather wants you to give up your youthful years hiding in the house for their own sake. I doubt that. I doubt that your grandparents are that frickin' selfish. So let's go back to the thumbnail really quick. Interactive news reality is very dangerous to our freedom, guys. It is very dangerous. It is a social experiment gone wrong, but horribly right for our owners. They are loving the chaos. They are loving our distrust for each other. They see the divisions that are going on. Now you got the, what is it? During the day, they have the CVRTV show going on during the daytime hours, and then at night, the POTUS, the nighttime reality POTUS show. And during the middle of the day, in between, they sprinkle it in with BLM and Blue Lives Matters and protests and stuff. As for fillers, like a halfway show on the Super Bowl. You got these two main events, and then they got to sprinkle in some other stuff in the middle, guys. You could go on Twitter. Let me see. Let me go back to the internet here. Let's see. I should be on Twitter right now. Hold on. Get on Twitter. And you could go on here. Like, you can literally go on any social media site and scroll down a little bit, and you will not be able to sit there and pass up something that isn't what is it, CVRTV related. See, this is for the POTUS show. So that's usually what you're going to see trending right now is all the POTUS stuff, all the POTUS reality TV stuff, and then, of course, the CVRTV's got its own trend in Twitter. And look at this. Hydroxychloroquine is unlikely to be effective in treating cerveza bug. Wear a mask to reduce the spread of cerveza bug. So, I mean, look, guys. It's your job to figure out if anybody is lying to you. Like, it's your job to do your own due diligence and for you to figure out, like, if something that somebody's telling you is real or not. You can't always go on what government and authority and governor and mayor and police chief, you can't go on what they're always saying, guys. You have to make your own choices. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to make up your own thoughts. The minute you go with the mainstream narrative is the minute you give up your free will and your own choice to make yourself or to lead your life in the way that you see fit. Now, I just want to give a couple of hands up for a couple of honorable mentions. This is actually from my Facebook group. It's called Thank You for Protecting Us from Freedom. Or you can also check out Thank You for Protecting Us from the Constitution. Now, this one was sent in by Joshua Hornberger. It says, when you find out who really runs the world, and it's the Nike sign, but it says Jesuit instead of Just Do It. I thought that was kind of funny. And then I thought, there we go. Sorry, I always keep forgetting to transition the scene. And then this is by Russ T. Shackelford. He submitted this. And I know it's a little tiny, but basically it says 1910 USA. It's a great day to be an American. I think I'll drive my Model T without seatbelts or a license to the gun store to purchase a machine gun. I am also thirsty, so I will drink I'm assuming it was an illegal beverage of some sort at the time. And then you got the little fat dog sitting there saying, 2020 USA, I've been a good little citizen. May I have my rights back, please? That's what we've ended up here in this country. Thank you, Russ, for the submission. This one's actually kind of funny. And then next one, this one is by Itzio de la Garza. It says, excuse me, do you have a moment to hear about our vice presidential candidate, Kamala Harris? Now, I might do another episode sometime this week or later on today about Kamala Harris and her reign of terror when she served as Attorney General in the state that she is from, and how basically making the police the vice president will lead to an even more tyrannical government, especially if Miss Harris becomes actual president. She's a woman. She will have more to prove, and she will come down with an even bigger and harder iron fist than any other man leader there is. And again, I don't endorse any politician. I believe that we all own ourselves, and I think that it's time for us to own up to ourselves and to get rid of our leaders and to overthrow the system and just to live our lives the way we think we should. Okay, guys, we're already at the end of the show. I thank you guys so much for your support. I think we have a lot of things to go over. Again, this is interactive news reality TV. It is not real, okay? There are not millions of people dying on the streets. We're not dying from a 0.01% death rate. There are no people getting sick and infecting each other. And everybody needs to learn the difference between being infected and actually diseased. So this is Anarchist coming to you from the dark side of the moon. I'm here on An After Hours on the new Wham Radio Network. And I will get to you guys, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next show. And make sure to like, share, comment, and again, I'll just see you guys all on the next show. Okay,